It's impossible to know everything about our world. All we know is that it's the only planet in the entire universe that can support life as we know it. We humans have been on Earth for about 6 million years, and yet, we've only scratched the surface of its mysteries. What if the truth about our world was stranger, wilder, and more mind-blowing than anything you've ever imagined? In this video, we're diving deep into 15 hidden truths that'll have you questioning everything you thought you knew. Trust us, by the end of this video, your perspective on life, the universe, and everything in between will never be the same. Ready to uncover some jaw-dropping secrets? Let's get into it. Number 15. Earth is radioactive. Our planet is alive, radiating energy from its core. Earth generates about 40 terawatts of heat, and half of that comes from radioactive decay. Deep in the core, elements like uranium, thorium, and potassium break down, releasing heat in the process. This energy doesn't just keep the Earth's interior molten, it drives the motion of tectonic plates, volcanic eruptions, and even Earth's magnetic field. By measuring antineutrinos, particles that escape from radioactive decay, scientists have confirmed this process as a major heat source for the planet. Without this internal heat, Earth would be a cold, lifeless rock. It's wild to think that radioactivity, often associated with danger, is what keeps our planet vibrant and dynamic. So, the next time you see a volcano or feel the ground rumble, remember, it's Earth's radioactive heart beating deep below. Number 14. Trees can communicate with each other. Think trees are just silent observers of nature? Think again. Trees communicate through an underground network called the Wood Wide Web. This web isn't made of fiber optic cables, but rather a complex system of fungi that connects their roots. Through this network, trees send signals about potential threats like drought, disease, or pests. For instance, when a tree is under attack, it releases chemical signals through its roots, warning nearby trees to activate their defenses. But the communication doesn't stop there. Older, larger trees, dubbed mother trees, even distribute nutrients to younger, weaker saplings, ensuring the survival of their forest community. It's a support system hidden beneath our feet, showing that trees aren't just isolated organisms. They're part of a dynamic, interdependent ecosystem. The next time you take a stroll through a forest, remember, there's a secret conversation happening just below the surface, one that keeps the forest alive and thriving. Number 13. Earth isn't actually round. If you thought Earth was a perfect sphere, think again. While the planet isn't flat earthers, it's also not perfectly round. Earth's rotation causes it to bulge slightly at the equator and flatten at the poles, giving it an oblate shape. Imagine a slightly squished ball. It's subtle but scientifically significant. On top of that, Earth's mass isn't evenly distributed, which means its gravitational pull varies depending on where you are. These small variations, though invisible to the naked eye, affect everything from ocean currents to satellite orbits. So while photos from space make Earth look perfectly round, the reality is far more complex. It's a reminder that even something as seemingly simple as our planet's shape has layers of complexity, literally and figuratively. Number 12. Tibetan Plateau is Earth's third pole. The Tibetan Plateau is often called the third pole for a good reason. It holds the largest reserve of fresh water outside the North and South poles. With over 46,000 glaciers, this region acts as a vital water source for millions of people across China and Southeast Asia. Rivers like the Mekong, Yangtze, and Yellow rivers owe their origins to the melting ice of this plateau. But here's the worrying part. Climate change is causing these glaciers to melt at an alarming rate. Recent research revealed that ice loss in Himalayan glaciers between 2000 and 2020 was underestimated by 6.5%, highlighting the urgent need to rethink water resource management. As these glaciers shrink, the communities and ecosystems that depend on them face an uncertain future. The Tibetan Plateau is more than just a breathtaking landscape. It's a lifeline for millions and a front line in the fight against climate change. Number 11. Elephants never forget. You've heard the saying, "An elephant never forgets." But did you know there's actual science behind it? Elephants have exceptional memory thanks to their large and densely packed temporal lobes, regions of the brain responsible for memory processing. In fact, their temporal lobes are even more developed than those of humans, giving them the ability to remember places, faces, and events for decades. This incredible memory isn't just a party trick. It's essential for their survival. Elephants can recall the locations of water holes during droughts, recognize friendly herds, and even differentiate between human voices to gauge potential threats. Their memories also play a vital role in their social structure, helping matriarchs lead and protect their families. When you think about it, their brains are like a living library of knowledge passed down through generations. So yes, elephants truly have memories worth marveling at, and we could learn a thing or two from their remarkable recall. Number 10. There are more viruses than stars in the universe. Viruses are everywhere, literally everywhere. Scientists estimate there are about 10 non-alien individual viruses on Earth. To put that into perspective, that's a 1 followed by 31 zeros. Imagine assigning a virus to every star in the universe, not just once, but 100 million times over. It's mind-boggling. While viruses often get a bad rap for causing diseases, most of them aren't harmful to humans. In fact, many play crucial roles in ecosystems. Viruses are nature's tiny powerhouses, constantly evolving and shaping life on this planet. Some even help regulate populations of bacteria in the ocean, influencing carbon cycles and global temperatures. They're like invisible architects of our environment. Think about it. Something so small we can't even see it has a cosmic-level impact. The next time you hear the word virus, it might be worth considering their role as both destroyers and creators in the grand tapestry of life. Number 9. Lightning tattoos. When lightning strikes, it doesn't just leave behind a story to tell, it imprints nature's art on the skin. Survivors of lightning strikes sometimes develop intricate tree-like patterns known as Lichtenberg figures, or lightning flowers. These delicate markings occur due to high-voltage electricity surging through the body, bursting capillaries under the skin in strikingly symmetrical designs. But here's the thing. No one knows exactly why this happens. While lightning can scorch buildings and split trees, its interaction with human skin results in an oddly beautiful phenomenon. These patterns don't last forever. They typically fade after a few days or weeks. Still, they serve as a haunting reminder of the sheer power of nature. While most people wouldn't wish to be struck by lightning, these tattoos offer a surreal glimpse into how energy, biology, and chaos collide. Nature, it seems, leaves its mark in ways we may never fully understand. Number 8. Fetus heals mother's heart. Science has uncovered something incredible. Unborn babies might actually heal their mothers. Researchers have discovered that a fetus's stem cells can migrate into the mother's body, where they repair damaged tissue, most notably the heart. This phenomenon is thought to be an evolutionary mechanism. By ensuring the mother's survival, the fetus increases its own chances of being born. In cases where women develop heart issues during or after pregnancy, many recover spontaneously, and scientists believe this could be due to the fetal cells at work. These stem cells, unlike others, have an almost magical ability to regenerate and repair, becoming heart cells to strengthen and heal the mother's heart. This discovery is still being studied, but it underscores the profound connection between mother and child, even at the cellular level. It's a beautiful reminder that life, even in its earliest stages, has a remarkable instinct to protect and survive. Number 7. Life below the seafloor. Beneath the seafloor lies a hidden world teeming with life, but it's nothing like the vibrant oceans we're familiar with. Buried up to 2.5 kilometers below the seafloor are microscopic organisms, trillions of them, living in extreme conditions. These microbes exist in an environment so hostile that cell division might only happen once every 10 to 1,000 years. Recent discoveries have revealed bacterial colonies even deeper than previously thought, with traces of life found 400 feet into the seabed. Despite the crushing pressure, lack of sunlight, and limited nutrients, these organisms thrive. Scientists believe this deep biosphere plays a role in Earth's ecosystems, regulating carbon cycles and other processes we barely understand. This subterranean microbial life reminds us that life adapts in astonishing ways, finding a way even in the most extreme and seemingly inhospitable environments. The more we dig, the more extraordinary Earth's hidden life becomes. Number 6. The mysterious island of the colorblind. Pingalap Atoll, a tiny speck in the Pacific Ocean, holds a unique story. Nearly 10% of its population lives with achromatopsia, a condition where they see only in shades of black, white, and gray. This genetic anomaly can be traced back to 1775, when a typhoon wiped out most of the island's population. Among the survivors was a king who carried the gene for achromatopsia, and as the island repopulated, the condition became widespread. While achromatopsia brings challenges, like extreme sensitivity to light, it has also shaped the culture of Pingalap. Islanders have adapted remarkably, relying on their heightened night vision to fish by firelight and navigate in low-light conditions. For scientists, Pingalap offers a fascinating look at genetics in isolation, and for travelers, it's a glimpse into a world shaped by nature's quirks. It's a reminder that even in adversity, humans adapt and thrive in extraordinary ways. Number 5. Clouds help regulate Earth's temperature. At first glance, clouds might seem like fluffy decorations in the sky, but their role in regulating Earth's climate is monumental. If you condensed all the water droplets in clouds onto Earth's surface, they'd form a layer no thicker than a strand of human hair. Yet, these minuscule droplets wield immense power. Clouds cool the planet by reflecting sunlight, lowering global temperatures by about 13 degrees Fahrenheit. Without them, Earth would be scorching. But here's the twist. Clouds also trap heat, meaning they're both guardians and gatekeepers of our climate. As the Earth warms, scientists grapple with a major question. Will we see more clouds or fewer? This uncertainty stems from the complexity of simulating clouds in climate models. Their behavior is tied to countless variables, making predictions challenging. At Caltech, researchers are using cutting-edge AI to improve these models, aiming for clarity in how clouds shape our warming world. Turns out, those puffy shapes in the sky hold the keys to Earth's future. Number 4. Route 66 is longer than the distance to the Earth's core. The iconic Route 66 stretches 2,448 miles across the United States, winding through 8 states. But did you know it's also longer than the distance to Earth's core? That's right. The boundary between Earth's mantle and its core lies roughly 3,000 kilometers, about 1,864 miles, beneath our feet. This boundary isn't just a simple layer. It's an intricate region of chemical and structural complexity. Geophysical studies reveal that this area impacts Earth's protective geomagnetic field, as well as the motion of tectonic plates. Though we'll never visit it in person, scientists rely on seismic waves to map this mysterious zone. It's fascinating to think that a highway, designed for road trips and adventure, exceeds the depth of one of the most crucial regions of our planet. So, the next time you drive down Route 66, remember, it's not just a highway, it's a measure of Earth's extraordinary depths. Will you take a ride on this route? Number 3. The first ozone hole is still healing. In 1985, scientists discovered something alarming: a massive hole in the ozone layer hovering over Antarctica. This wasn't just a tear in the sky, it was a wake-up call. The ozone layer acts like Earth's sunscreen, shielding us from harmful ultraviolet radiation. The primary culprit behind its depletion? Chlorofluorocarbons, well, shortly, CFCs, are chemicals used in everything from refrigerators to aerosol sprays. In response, the world came together and signed the Montreal Protocol in 1987, the first global agreement ratified by every UN member. Since then, efforts to phase out CFCs have been largely successful, and the ozone layer has been slowly recovering. But healing isn't instant. Scientists estimate it could take until 2060 or later for the ozone to return to pre-1980 levels. As once an old man said, "If you put acid in the water, you can't take it out." This hole in the sky was yet another reminder that we must be careful stewards of our planet. Number 2. Days are getting longer. Time is slowing down, literally. Earth's days are gradually getting longer, though you'd never notice it in your lifetime. This phenomenon is caused by the moon's gravitational pull, which creates tidal forces on Earth. These tides don't just move water, they subtly stretch the planet itself. This stretching dissipates energy, causing Earth's rotation to slow down over time. The result? Days lengthen by about 1.7 milliseconds every century. Over millions of years, this adds up. For instance, when dinosaurs roamed the Earth 100 million years ago, a day was only 23 hours long. This isn't just a quirky fact. It has profound implications for our planet's dynamics, including its climate and the evolution of life. So, while you might not gain extra sleep anytime soon, Earth's leisurely spin reminds us that even time is shaped by the mighty cosmos. Number 1. Snakes can sense an incoming earthquake. Snakes have an uncanny ability to detect earthquakes before they occur. Thanks to specialized organs called pits, located on their heads, they can sense even the tiniest vibrations in the ground. These pits also help them detect changes in temperature and pressure, giving snakes a survival advantage when seismic activity is brewing. In regions prone to earthquakes, people have reported snakes behaving erratically, slithering out of their dens or moving away from danger zones days or even weeks before a quake strikes. This sensitivity isn't magic, it's evolution. Snakes have adapted to respond to the subtle shifts caused by tectonic movements, a skill that could one day inspire technology to predict earthquakes more accurately. While they're often misunderstood, snakes prove once again that nature is full of incredible untapped wisdom. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.